everybody. So today, David went to do a load of laundry. Yes, my husband does his own laundry. Now that he's retired. I was praising you. Anyway, so he came out and said, I can't get the washing machine to work. So I came in and saw what the problem was. The latch wasn't latching. So I did a little look-see. I tried a few things of my own that did not work, and we realized that the latch is broken. So I took out the two screws that were here, which they look like Torx, but they're actually Allen wrenches. So I got those two screws off. When you're taking this apart, there are 6 screws that need to come loose. If you have a magnetic screwdriver, they'll come out, but these I did not have one handy. So what I did is I just, after I loosened them, I went like this, and they'll pop out, and then you can take them and put them off to the side in a safe place. And here's one that didn't want to come out, but that's an easy way to do it. It's a very simple machine screw. I want to show you how to remove, after you've removed the screws, the best thing to do is right here, just gently separate the gray piece from the white piece. Very gently, you don't want to break it. You could take a screwdriver and pry it in there, but I don't like to do that. I'd like to just take my time and finesse it, because I don't want to break it. There we go. Very gentle. Just work your way around. Just pops off that bottom lip there. Nice and easy. And it'll seem like it's still connected, but over here at the handle it's kind of being held in. There we go. And then once you get there, you've got to lift it from this side and gently lift it out. Press the handle a little bit to have it slide, lift it up and out. There you go. I always like to, as I take things apart, take little pictures or notice how things are connected, and just be aware of how it's being held into place so that you can put it back together when you're done. And what's happened is this piece of plastic, see if you can see it, this piece of plastic fell off of here. It cracked off. Probably from me pulling on it, because I did not know there was a handle in the back. I always just pulled on it. I didn't know that this was back there, and I probably broke it last time. So this here was like, this one here was like this, except it has a hole on the other side, so that this little lever fits in here like this, and then this little bar slides in. I can't do this with one-handed, but when I go to put it back together, I'll show you. So what I decided was, if I could get a replacement one of these, which probably costs like $10 or $15, but it's Saturday, I don't want to wait. So what I've decided is that I can drill a hole through here to hold this little bar in. I'll show you in a minute what I mean. Get a close-up of this. So what we're going to try to do is, that is supposed to go there. This would slide down. You got to give it a little bit of pressure because it's a spring-loaded thing. And then push it in to that little hole over here, like this. So what was happening was this was popping out. So what we're going to do is we're going to drill a hole through this piece of plastic, and then wrap a piece of wire around it several times so that it holds this down in place, which would do the same thing that this little piece of plastic would perform the duty of, except it'll be more sturdy. So we're going to try this out and see how it works. So Dave and I drilled a hole through here. Now we're going to attempt to put this piece of, this is just a twist tie I happen to have laying around because I'm too lazy to go to the store. I'm going to try to get this twist tie up into this hole. Let me make sure it'll go through the other hole. I did this, and I think the little plastic, okay, I got it in that hole. Now we need it to go into the other hole. Make it go through. There we go. Now it is through, like so. I'm going to pull it through like that. Now I'm going to put this handle back on. I'm not exactly 100% sure how it's supposed to go, but I think it sits in there. We'll find out if it works or not.
That's correct.
And then set it down in there. Push this into its spot, like so. Need a pair of tweezers.
Flip it upside down for a second.
There we go. Now, I'm going to try to twist tie this down really snug. Ideally, you would use like a piece of copper wire or something. I don't have any of that handy right now. So I'm just going to twist this puppy to death. Now it's down in there, kind of good. It's not moving out anymore. So I'm pretty confident about that. It might last at least until we can get this piece replaced. So now, one thing to notice is these little grooves. These little grooves here and here. There's these little things that you have to make sure it locks in like that. All around here, there's little grooves that has to go into. Now, I'm going to, I only went between one. Lift that up. Get the flashlight out of there. All right. Now, before I snap it in place, make sure that the handle's in the right place. I'm going to snap it down. I should probably also check that it's lined up with the screws properly. I'm going to take a flashlight and look down into the holes and make sure that I can see the screw holes. I think that's them. I think it's perfectly lined up. So now what you're going to do, you're going to go all around and you'll hear a snap. Snap it into place. And then I'm going to replace all of these screws, which will take me a few minutes. So I'll pause. All right, so all the screws are in. I double checked them, made sure they're tight. This latch looks like it's working properly. Now let's go attach it to the washing machine. All right, this might be tricky to do with one person, but I'm gonna try to do it just to see if I can. These little screws just go in here. These are Allen wrenches. Yep, I can do it with one hand, one person. So when I get these tight, we'll test it and see. Okay, the screws are in. I am going to shut the door. It doesn't sound like it's latching. maybe I have to, see, I just found out that there's this little latch back here that I never knew about, which opens it. So let's see if it works. No, it's still not working. But we've looked at it a little bit, and what I'm finding is this little latch is still a little loose. Because of what I've done, there's still some play. So I'm going to take it back apart, and I'm going to make a slight adjustment. And I'll show you what I do, and we'll see if that works. So, when I took this apart before, the problem was that this was popping in and out of this hole, and it's still got a lot of play because I wasn't able to get this tight enough. So I'm going to put something underneath it and then cinch it down again and try to see, this is gonna loosen up because it's just a twist tie. I need something more sturdy. The easiest thing would be to replace this thing, but I just am playing around. We'll see what we can do. This is the piece that broke off that goes right here. So here's my idea. I'm going to take this piece of plastic that broke off of it, put it over the top, and I'm going to use these files to file a little groove across the top so the twist tie can lay down in that groove and hold it down. Now, give that a try. It may or might not work. I might also look for some super glue. So I'm going to super glue it down, but I don't think I have any. Alright, so I'm going to take this. This is a little file with like a really fine edge. And I'm going to take and put it right in the middle of that. Just going to file back and forth and attempt to make a groove that twist tie can lay in, stay put with. Now, this is a temporary fix. Ideally, on Monday, I'll call the manufacturer and have them send me a new part. But, you know, with COVID and everything, you don't know how long it's going to take. So this is my plan. Okay, that's nice. We'll see how. Okay, I did a couple things here. I put a piece of Gorilla Tape, tiny little piece, over the metal, and then I put, you know, that anti-skid stuff? It was really slippery, and the little piece of plastic wanted to slip off, so I took a tiny bit of this, like this much, and I put it underneath, and then put the plastic thing on, and then I put the twist tie really tight, and it seems to be holding. So now I'm just going to stick this down into that hole to secure it, and now it's not budging at all. This might do the trick, at least for a little while. Well, let's put it all back together and see what happens. Last two screws are in. We are going to try this. There's no more play here. It's working. Oh. Ta-da! Yay! So that's how you do that. Or that's one way to do that. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoy our videos. I'm Lisa. That's Dave. And we are Inspired to RV because of other YouTubers who have made videos like this, and we just are so in deep gratitude to them. So I hope you like this video, and if you want to see our other videos, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell, and you'll be contacted and notified when we have more videos posted. Thanks so much for watching.